Hi everybody, this is Suzie Malone and welcome back to the second show of Cooking in Red Bottoms, my quarantine dinner challenge. Tonight I'll be making something really easy, but it is so tasty. Tonight I'm going to be making my spicy chicken with a nice Spanish rice. So grab yourself a glass of wine and let's get to cooking. So the first thing that we're going to do, pour yourself a glass of wine and cheers to you. Okay, second thing is, the attire's a little different tonight because my husband's in a punk rock band, so we're punk rocking out tonight. I got my punk rock look on, so I'm going to put on my punk rock apron. Alright, so here we go. Now, this recipe is probably one of my husband's most favorite recipes that I do. He asks for it all the time, and it was inspired by a place that I used to go to in Australia called Nando's Chicken, and I miss it so much. And it was like flame grilled chicken with like this nice hot Portuguese sauce on it. You can get mild, you can get hot, and you can get extra spicy. So I like a combination of medium and spicy. These are the sauces. Look at this. It just reminds me of home, Nando's. Now you can get this at most grocery stores. This is the hot one. The hot one looks great too. I'm going to mix two of these. You can get them from I'm sure you can get them from Walmart, you can get them from Ralph's, you can get them from Smith's, or you can get it online. So it's called Nando's Chicken Sauce, and it is just amazing. And you're going to be surprised at just how easy this is. So the first thing that you're going to do is preheat your oven to 350 degrees. We're going to use a chicken thigh today. You can use any kind of chicken that you like. You can even use it skinless, boneless. I prefer to use a chicken thigh because I do like the dark meat, and I like the bone in and the skin on because it just adds to the flavors. We're going to be shallow frying it on the top, and then we're going to be putting it in the oven for a slow bake to get those really good flavorful juices going. So preheat your oven to 350 degrees, grab yourself a skillet, and I'll be back in 1 second. My oven has just preheated itself, if you just heard the little timer go off. In the meantime, get your skillet and put it on probably about a medium to high heat. So I have high, then 6. So right now I have my pan on about between 4 and 5. That's good because you want to crisp it up, but you don't want to burn it. So once again, I'm just going to go through the ingredients really quick. So chicken thigh, but my lovely chicken thigh is ready. And then a Nando's peri sauce, it's actually called. There they are there. These are the two that I'm using. If you just want to use medium, you can. There's hot, and then there's an extra hot, but there's also a mild as well. So whatever level of heat you want, you guys go for it. Okay, we're going to use salt, chili powder, fresh cracked black pepper, and some olive oil. Okay, but we're not going to use the olive oil just yet. So the first thing that we're going to do is bring it down to our hot plate, because you can see that it's, well, I can actually see that it's nice and hot here. What we're going to do is take your chicken thighs, and we're going to put it straight down onto the pan. Cooking 4 tonight. 3 and 4. Now we're going to cook those for 5 minutes on each side, and that's it. So there we go. I'm going to pop that down there. While we're going to have that cooking for your first 5 minutes, I'm going to put a few of the spices on top as we go. So a hint, just a tiniest little pinch of salt, just a little bit, depending on how much salt you like. A little bit of cracked pepper. Check on my timing. Okay, and it's up to you how much chili pepper you actually do want to use. I love my chili pepper. So I'm just going to give it a nice coating on each thigh. And that's going to cook away for 5 minutes. So the first 5-minute mark is done. So we're just going to flip them over. We don't need to season them anymore. So we're just going to take that chicken. You can see that's already crisping up nice. Flip them over. So just remember, we've used no oil at this stage, nothing. If you have a non-stick pan, which is usually the preferred way that people are using their skillets these days, just pop it down, no oil. It's just cooking in its own juices, just with the spices. So we flip that over, another 5 minutes. Alright, so these fabulous chicken thighs are actually done for their 5 minutes. On the side, what we're going to do is turn them over and pop them straight into a baking dish. Any kind of baking dish, whatever you have. You can even use a foil one if you don't own one. That way it's usually better for cleanup. Okay, so that's off. Alright, so they're in the baking dish like so. I mean, they look great even just like that. Look at this, it's fabulous. Okay, so from there what we're going to do is get your olive oil and just give it a little bit of a drizzle because we just don't want it to stick to the bottom of the pan. And then what I've done is, you remember how I showed you I had the 2 peri-peri sauces? I like to mix them together because that's the flavor that I like. I like them a little hot. So what I've done is I've taken 4 tablespoons of each sauce and I've actually combined them together into a little bowl like so. And what I'm going to do is just mix it up and then I'm just going to drizzle it over the top of the chicken. This is so easy. So just give it a nice drizzle on top of each piece of chicken, like so. And what's going to happen is it's actually going to cook into the chicken. You're going to get all those fantastic flavors, like so. I wouldn't put all of it on, save a little bit because we're going to check the chicken at the halfway point, maybe just give it a slight more drizzle. So there you can see right there, that looks great even just like that, but we're not finished yet. This is going to go into the oven for 45 minutes. Remember, you've got your oven preheated to 350 degrees. Stick it in the oven, and if we're going to keep it in there for 45 minutes, let's check it about the 20-minute mark. So I'll see you back here in 20 minutes. Here it goes. And now it's time for another glass of wine. I'll see you in 20 minutes. Okay, you guys, we're at the halfway mark for the chicken, so cheers to that. I'm actually drinking a really lovely Sauvignon Blanc tonight. Anything from New Zealand, I'm your girl. I love it. Okay, so let's get this chicken out of the oven and check it. Oh, it's looking wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Look at that. Look how amazing this looks. So what I'm going to do is just baste it now. So I'm going to bring you down here so you can see. Just check that you can actually see that. So I'm going to get more of the sauce, stick it, whatever you have left, just use to baste the rest of the chicken. There we go, pop it on down. Got it? So we're just going to pat it on nice. If you have a basting brush, just pat it on down like so. You can see everything's cooking down really lovely right now. And what I would also probably do is just grab yourself a bit of the juices from underneath. Just sort of move it around just to check that it's not sticking at the bottom. Okay, got that. Okay, and then what we're going to do is stick it back into the oven for another 21.5 minutes. There we go. In we go. Like so. Bring it back up here. So the next thing that you're going to get ready for is your rice. Spanish rice goes so well with this dish, and you can use any Spanish rice. Boxes of Spanish rice, boom. This is one that I really like. This one, it's super easy to make. You can get it anywhere. Just, you know, in these times of quarantine, we have to get what we can get. So just grab yourself any kind of Spanish rice. It doesn't take very long at all. This one takes like 15 minutes and it's done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually hit the timer for probably about 10 minutes, and then we're just going to start this rice, and off we go. Oh, and I forgot to tell you guys, I am actually cooking in red bottoms tonight. Can you see them? There we go. Tonight we have the peep toe spikes because we punk rock now. There you go. All right, so I'll see you guys real soon for the next stage. So it's time for us to put our rice in. As I said, I'm just using just a store-bought box of Spanish rice. This particular brand is my favorite. I have tried quite a few of them. This one I actually really like. So I'm just making it as per the directions. My water is boiling here, as you can see. Pour it in. There we go. We pop the lid on as per the directions, turn it down on low, 3 minutes, then we turn it off and just let it cook for itself for the first 8 minutes after that. So after that, we should be ready for our chicken to come out and ready to serve. All right, you guys, we're at the point now where everything should be ready all at once. Your rice should be cooked, your chicken should be cooked, and we're ready to have one more glass of wine with dinner. But before we do that, we have to finish this one. And cheers to that. Okay, let's take this fantastic chicken out. Oh, it smells so good. It smells so good, and look how amazing that looks. You can smell all the spices. It's sweet, it's succulent and juicy, and it's really ready to go. Okay, so I'm gonna pop that down, and now we're ready to serve. So it's time to serve. You can hear Humphrey in the background. He's hungry too. He's ready to go. So first thing that we're going to do here is take your Spanish rice. You can see that's been cooking away. As I said before, I just cooked it as per the box instructions, and it looks pretty damn amazing to me. Give it a bit of a fluff with a fork, and you can see that it's ready to go. So I've got my plate here. Get that rice out. Done. Let's get the chicken on here. You can see how juicy this chicken is. It's just so amazing. Okay, pop another one down there. Now you can see that we've got all the juices that are down here. It's a mixture of the sauce and the oils and stuff. So what I usually do is just give it a nice baste on top. And there you go. So here is my spicy chicken, taken from one of my favorite takeout places in Australia called Nando's. As I said, you can get that sauce anywhere. You can get it online, you can get it at the grocery store. Different levels of heat, whichever you prefer. I serve it with a Spanish rice and just have a little green salad on the side. It's absolutely amazing. Bon appetit, everybody. Thank you for watching Cooking in Red Bottoms with Suzie Malone. Cheers to that. Tonight's red bottoms are the Lady Peep Spike because we are punk rocking tonight. There we go.